Hi again, folks. Game day. Sabres are back in action. Coming up. All right. The boys are back in town. And, well, they were in town last game, but I was just thinking of the song. All right, so the Sabres are up against the Senators, and we are officially back in front of them right now. At the moment. So right now, we're 2 points in front of them. They got 2 games in hand. This is going to be a bit of a race between us and them, I think. And I think we can catch Detroit still. I do. I think we can catch Detroit. Detroit is kind of overachieving so far, I believe. But they're good at home. It's where Detroit's been damn good this year is at home. And the regulation wins are decent. All right, so Buffalo, our last 10, we're 5-4-1. And the Senators are 4-5-1. Senators on the road are 8-11-3. And Buffalo at home, which has got to continue to improve, is 8-12-4, okay? That's got to get better. We got to get that to 500. That's a realistic goal, actually. Now, a few notes I want to go over. Tage Thompson, last 18 games, 6 goals, 12 assists. And Alex Tuch has 19 points since he's become a Buffalo Sabre, 7 goals, 12 assists in 16 games. But he has 15 points in his last 11, 6 goals, 9 assists, and leading the team in a +8. Don't tell me plus minus doesn't tell you the story, guys. It does. We know when we're at regular strength who our best player on the ice is. It's definitely Alex Tuch. There's no doubt. My God. Now, this is a funny stat I didn't know. Former Senator Craig Anderson is 5-1-0 in his career against Ottawa. There's something. He's 3 wins away from his 300th victory. And he would be, in company of only 38 other goalies that have done that. So, be nice to see him do it. And we'll leave it for there with the little, Tuch his last 4 games, 3 goals, 4 assists. And that's about it. We'll leave it there. And Dahlin has a point in his last 3 games also. So, going into this one, I think we just got to approach this one like maybe it's a must-win for the first time in a while. Because playing Ottawa, I don't want to lose to Ottawa. I can't stand Ottawa, guys. I know a lot of you guys hate the Leafs and Bruins. Ottawa's right there with me, for me also. I can't stand the Senators. I just don't like them. I really want to finish in front of them this year no matter what. I still want to finish 5th in the division like I called early in the season. I want to be right about that because I think we can do it. Depends how we close out the season. The Sabres might, okay, guys, they might the rest of the year go over 500. There's a possibility of that, eh? So, young team, there's no way to know. I love that. I love not knowing for sure with a young team. We could say they're going to tank, they're going to be crap. They might finish the season on a 7-game winning streak, and you guys that wanted them to tank could be pulling your hair out that we did that. And the way I see it, if we're meant to win the lottery, we're winning it no matter what. Doesn't matter. We're going to win it no matter what if we're destined to win it. So if the boys can go in there today and into this game, and who's in nets, I don't know. My guess is Anderson because they're talking about him there. My guess will be Anderson. It'll be sent to me in my app eventually, and I'll see it officially. So I'm guessing Anderson. Anderson would be the smart move, of course, because play him against Ottawa. Even if he's 1-5 against them, I'd say put him in against his former team for sure, So if we can go into this one and get a win out of it, it'll be our first 3-game winning streak since what? The first 3 games of the season, right? I mean, that would be our first winning streak since then. I'm sure of it. 99.9% sure in my head with that one. We haven't done that much this year. So this is a chance at a win streak today. And then we can go into with this win streak against a Colorado team who's destroying everybody. What are they, 17-1-2? I think they're 18-1-2. I'll have to check this before I report on that game. I'm pretty sure the Avalanche, their last 21 games, have lost 1 regulation or something like this. It's nuts. Or it might be 1-1 actually. I'd have to check. I'd have to go check the Avs. But forget that game for now. This is the one that we're going to focus on. This is the one that a winning streak is staring us right in the eye again. And especially, guys, after the way they toyed with us in Ottawa, we should be motivated to win this game. There's no excuse not to be motivated to win today. So they got to, and they got to be prepared. And I think they were. This is why I liked what Cousins did last game. What Cousins did last game with the cross-check, okay? Let them find us. When it comes to that, what's important is we're not taking crap from other teams. And we have to establish that as at least part of our identity, at least part of it. That, yeah, okay, they don't hit too much, this team, but if you get them nasty, they're going to like give you a wax and they're going to cross-check you and whatever it is. Get at least some sort of rep that we're going to have a fight back in us if a team corners us physically, not just emotionally, physically also. We got to go into this one today like it's a playoff game. Really, this is where I want to see the Sabres at. I want to see them go into this like it's a playoff game. Really, it's that important to me, this one. So I should have worn Homer, but to hell with it. I think I wore Homer before the last Ottawa game, didn't I? I can't remember. We'll leave Homer. We'll leave him for the right time. But I want to. This one has got to be. There's got to be no hesitation. None of this crap on the ice where we're standing around and watching them pass. And no, none of that. No. And the way Tuck is, Tuck is getting very infectious for this team. Okay, it's not a fluke. What happened with Olofsson last game and what happened with Skinner the game before. Things are starting to happen that players have worked for and just never kind of got before. They always kind of got shafted, hit goalposts, missed breakaways. Maybe things are starting to change, right? Maybe. Maybe we're hitting that maturity point that we're going to close out the season, and by the end of the year, guys, we're having so much fun with this team. And I'm saying maybe, because it's possible. Anybody that thinks otherwise, you got to go back in the history books and take a look at what some young teams have done and where they've all of a sudden excelled late in the year. And that's always a sign of a young, good team that's up and coming. Chicago Blackhawks come to mind. Pittsburgh Penguins come to mind. There's teams that come to mind that have done this and then went on eventually to win championships after that, years after that, of course, but they went on to win. If we can go into this other phase of our development, the rest of this season, okay, the rest of this season, and be over 500 from today forward, our game under 500, whatever it is, as long as we're, no easy out no more. You play the Sabres, it's 50-50 now if you're going to beat them. Regulation especially, the odds are you're not going to beat them. We got to start getting that way with teams. And this is a perfect opportunity. This Ottawa team is good. It's a good young team. But they're not way ahead of us in talent. No way. Not even close. Give me our pipeline before theirs any day of the week. Any day. I don't see why we can't beat these guys. We just gotta be able to withstand the punishment they're gonna throw at us though, because they're gonna hit. This is a hard-hitting team. So we gotta be able to withstand that and at the same time come right back at them with offense. It's our MO, sadly, is only that we're a skating team, but it's a start, right? So we got to go into this, play it hard, play physical in the mean spots. And I'm talking guys in the front of the net, don't be bullied. Don't let us be bullied in front of the net. Don't get bullied in the corners because that's what they're going to try to do, the Senators, today. You watch. They're going to try. Forget the neutral zone with these guys. They're not so much into the trap. They're into the physical aspects and the dirty areas, this team. They're a smart team when it comes to using their body. And that's where they're going to try to take our identity away in this game. You watch the corners. The corners are the number one thing I'm going to be watching today with these guys. Because the Sabres can't go into this scared. They got to go into this just as hungry, guys, as we were in the third period last game. We got to go in with the same mentality. No reason the boys can't win this one. No reason, okay? I'll have 10 reasons why they can lose to Colorado. That's a different story. And I'll probably still be saying there's no reason we can't make a fight of it though, right? Okay, that's it. Go Sabres. Let's try and make this 3 wins in a row for the first time since the start of the season. Let's get on a roll. Let's go on a winning streak into that Colorado game. And I guarantee Sabres Nation will be watching probably the most they have all season. We'll see then. All right, folks, I'll see you in the post game. Have a great afternoon.